All right, today's throw is going to be Sode Tsurikomi Goshi. This is a variation of the Ippon Seinagi here. So Ippon Seinagi, you have it on the lapel. It's the most basic judo throw. Everybody learns it on their first, second, or third day. You're here, you just step in, and you're here, right? The one-arm shoulder throw. Sode Tsurikomi Goshi, Sode for short, is here on the sleeve, right? And the objective of this throw is to make sure that you get their armpit over your shoulder. That's where all the pickup comes from, right? With the other forward throws, like Ippon Seinagi, you're coming in here, right? And you're picking them up with the punch. But with your Sode, your goal is to try to pick them up with the armpit into the shoulder, okay? So the grip that we're going to start off with, just so that we can learn, is here on the lapel and the sleeve, right? Now, with this throw, once again, when you're learning, you want to make sure that you're grabbing the sleeve a little bit different than what you're used to. So normally, you're going to be grabbing here on the sleeve. You don't really want to grab here. It's usually here. With this Sode, you're going to be grabbing fingers up on the bottom here. And this is because it's a lot easier to be able to get your punch up, and it doesn't hurt your wrist as much. Once you get more comfortable with this grip, then you can transition for here, so that way it's a little bit more discreet. But starting off, it's always easier to just get that grip here, okay? With that, hand on the lapel, hand on the sleeve. With the footwork, you're coming in here, right side stance every single time. It's going to be the same footwork as your Ippon Seinagi. So you're stepping in here. You should be on your toes. 1. This left foot comes back. Still on your toes. You're in between these guys' foot. Here. You're in between their feet. Shoulder length apart. Here. As you're coming in with that second step, you're going to be squatting below the belt. 1, 2, okay? That's important for the lift. It makes it easier, so that way you're not using as much strength. Now, with the throw, as you're coming in with that first step, you're going to be punching this up, okay? It's not literally up. It's going to be in a direction across the body here. Because once again, our goal is to make sure that their armpit is in the shoulder. Here, if their arm is straight up and I try to come in here, then it's not going to work out as easy. If I'm coming straight across and I'm stepping here, shoulder is not in the armpit. It has to be here, so I can pull down, right? So, first step, 1, and then the second step, when you bring it across, 2, here, right? The armpit is in the shoulder, and just by doing that, I'm already picking him up. And then from there, the rest is really simple. All you have to do is pop your knees up here, turn your shoulders, and pull the grip across. So, 1, 2, and then 3. So, all together, when I actually throw, I'm going to make sure that I keep my grip, so that way I don't bury this guy into the ground without any help, right? Here, 1, 2. I'm keeping a hold of that sleeve, and I'm pulling up to make sure I don't toss him down. It's not too painful for him. So once again, we're here, demonstrating it as a righty. 1, 2, 3. Now, once you feel more comfortable with that, and you feel like you can rep it out, it's perfect every time, then you can switch up your grips. You have the double sleeve Sode, which is here, and it's the same thing. 1, both arms come up. 1, 2, 3. That one's really tough It's hard for him to be able to counter that and avoid it because I have control of both of his arms, right? And then my favorite is the one-arm Sode. Believe it or not, I've actually gotten this in competition, and yes, it is very pretty. It's the same thing, you just don't have a hand, or you don't have a grip with the left hand. So you're here, 1, 2, 3. Now, there's variations with the grips. There's also different variations with the footwork, right? So I like this double sleeve, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. Once you have this here, the variation of footwork can be just a quick step here. So 1, 2, you're on the outside right here. Your toes are right next to his heel, and you just pop up here. That's a really good one. It traps the leg. You're able to throw him really easily. Again, it's the same footwork. So 1, 2. All together, it looks like this. And then you just have an easier variation of kind of like an uki goshi, where you just stomp that in and just throw them right over. So it's here. So once again, all together, start off with this lapel, fingers up. Once you feel more comfortable, you have this grip here. 1, not up, this side. 1, 2, and throw. Thanks for watching.